Let us talk about a geometric series. This time it's not a sequence as we discussed in our last video. So here we've got a geometric series. What makes a geometric series different to a geometric sequence? Because things look the same for now. But then here, what makes it different is that on a series, you are always adding terms. So despite that these have got a same ratio, you have to multiply 2 to get from 2 to 4. Indeed, you have to multiply with 2, but then now it's a series, meaning that you are doing what? You are now adding the terms which we have here. So by the way, this is your term 1, this is your term 2, this is your term 3, this is term 4, this is term 5. So here you're having 5 terms. We could all add all of them together right now, but then we could also use another method or a formula which can help us to get what is the sum of the first 5 terms which we are having here. Okay, so everything in this case starts from 2. So we can go here, add with 4 here, and then we can continue adding here with 8, adding 16, and adding 32. So here, if we were to take our calculator and add the terms, we will get a total of 62. So it means that the sum of these terms, we have 5 terms in total. As you can see, I've indicated here, the sum of these terms is equals to 62 if you were to add all of them. But then what would you do to get to the sum of the first 10 terms? Are you going to keep on adding more terms, adding more terms, and adding more terms? It's going to be frustrating and time taking. So in this case, we will develop a formula that will help us to calculate the sum of terms in a geometric series. So we use this formula that states that the sum of terms in a geometric series is equals to the first term multiplied by the ratio to the power of the number of terms minus 1 over the ratio minus 1. So this formula you can use to calculate exactly what is the sum of a certain number of terms. For example, here we can substitute in this formula. We know that A represents the first term as always. We know that R is your ratio or the number we should multiply with to get to the next term. And we know that N here over here, N is actually your number of terms. We also know that this is just 1. So here we know that you have got your R here is also the ratio. So here you need 3 things to be able to sort out this formula. So here, let's say here we've got how many terms? We've got 5 terms. So how are we going to calculate their sum? So the sum of the first 5 terms, we're going to insert our first term, which is 2, multiply with the ratio which is the number which we multiply with to get to the next term. From 2 to 4 we multiply with 2, from 4 to 8 we do the same. So we've got the ratio of 2 here to the power of the number of terms. How many terms have we got in this series? You can see that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have got 5 and then minus 1 over the ratio is still 2 minus 1. If you press this in your calculator, you are going to get exactly 62. You are supposed to get 62. You are supposed to get the sum of those terms in this geometric sequence. But then here, let's just simplify this. 2 to the power of 5 gives you 32. So this is 32 minus 1 over 1. So this is 2 multiplied by 31, because 32 minus 1 will give you your 31. So 2 multiplied by 31, it must give you 62. So it means that the sum of the first 5 terms of this geometric series is going to be 62. So to be able to get more sums of terms in a geometric series, you can use this sum formula to be able to solve all of them. Or this formula can otherwise be written in this way: Sn is equals to A times 1 minus R to the power n over 1 minus R. Here we just exchanged R to the power n and 1 compared to this other formula which we have here, but then you are going to get absolutely the same and correct answer. Stay tuned for our next video, as we're going to be discussing more in a geometric series. Thank you for watching.